Hello, everybody. Welcome to the webinar. I'm Rob Manfredi. We're going to get started in just a second here. We're only going to need about 20 to 30 minutes tops for this webinar, so we'll get started in just a minute. Good to see you all here. All right, we're going to break this into a couple different sections here. I am recording this, so you can share it with your team members. I'll send it around afterwards to everybody. We're going to do just a quick overview of Bamboo. We're going to do a quick overview of our licensing and pricing structure. Then we'll take a quick overview of the product, tour the website, and then a demo of the product and how you can get this for your site as well. So Bamboo is a provider of enterprise class software applications and consulting services for Microsoft 365 and SharePoint. We've got big customers, small customers. We've got over 2,000 customers on active maintenance. Around 8,000 customers have downloaded our products. They are available both in Microsoft App Source as well as our website. The App Source is usually about a version behind, maybe 3 or 4, a couple months, because Microsoft does take a little bit of time to get those published. So if you want the latest and greatest, come to our site if you're willing to do that. We've been around for 10 or more years, building products for both SharePoint on-prem and online. We do have most of these products available for SharePoint on-prem as well, 2016 through subscription edition, and then, of course, about 25 products for SharePoint online. The products for SharePoint online are SPFX products. What that means is they are not add-ins. So as we all know, add-in support is going away. This is the preferred method for which Microsoft wants third-party products to run within SharePoint natively. And it's SPFX stands for SharePoint Framework Solution. The software is installed into your app catalog. It adheres to all the permissions within your SharePoint. There is no talkback or reach back to Bamboo. There's no servers. There's no SaaS part of our service as well. So you can trust that it resides within your tenant with your full security configurations. Let's talk about our licensing for the products. There are two plans. One is perpetual license and the other is a subscription, really depending on how you want to purchase the products. On the subscription, we have a single price. Actually, we do support 1 through 6 products, so you can bundle them together for discounts. We do have special small business pricing. Once you subscribe to the bundle you want, we'll then just simply populate your account with the products that you want. You can manage your subscriptions through our portal. It's a 1-year commitment, either paid monthly or prepaid upfront. And then, of course, what's nice is the flexibility of the subscription is that you can change your products at your renewal. So if you've, let's say, got 3 products that are running, you love 2 of them, one of them is sort of no longer in your roadmap, you can swap that one out for a new one at the renewal. So they're pretty inexpensive. So if you are under 100 folks as a for-profit business or under 300 as a not-for-profit or education, we have this small business subscription program. For a single web part, it's $85 a month or $878 a year. For 2 web parts, et cetera, et cetera. If you're up to 2,000 SharePoint users, this is the pricing below. Again, 1 web part is about $1,300 a year or $127 a month. And that's really anything in our catalog that you want to add to your subscription. If you're over 2,000, you can go to our website and take a look at the pricing there as well. Pretty much all of our products are eligible for subscriptions. And if you don't want another subscription, which is we understand, you can also purchase our products as a perpetual license. They run anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 for the initial purchase, including first-year support. Maintenance on the second year is 22%. So you can do that, and we also support bundles for perpetual licensing. So all sorts of good things. The other nice thing with our products is you get a free copy of Bamboo Tenant Manager, which is what you use to license your product within your tenant. But also Tenant Manager provides metrics on how your products are being used within your tenant. So for example, with Tabify, we've seen it on some, couple hundred different sites. With your users using them. So you'll be able to see where they're installed, how often they're being accessed, how many unique users. And if you've got a bunch of products, you can see what are the most viewed products, what are the most popular, et cetera, et cetera. So we've got this nice sort of corporate way for you to justify the usage of the products within your tenant through what we call Bamboo Tenant Manager. So that's very cool. All right, so that's enough of the overview. Looks like I may have lost one or two of you because of that, but I thought it was important to get that over to you. So let's talk about Tabify. This is really a nifty product that is just gone through a major upgrade again to provide some new features for tabbing web parts. So the idea is that we want to group related content together into a tabbed interface on a modern page, right? So that organizes the content for your users without overwhelming them with a whole bunch of information at once. That reduces your cognitive load, it improves navigation and accessibility, and really Tabify is like a navigation tool depending on how you set it up. And of course, these are all reactive to whether you put them in 1, 2, or 3 columns, and it is also a mobile-friendly experience. So what we're trying to do is maximize your screen real estate by tabbing web parts together, right? So you can customize the tab names to be whatever you want. All the web parts that exist in a web part zone are automatically tabbed together. We've got a bunch of different styles of tabs that you'll see. And we also have a free version of the product. The free version only allows you to have 3 tabs instead of we go up to 20 in the paid for version. There are, I think, 8 different tab styles, but the free version has 1 tab style, and then there is a small Powered by Bamboo in the upper right-hand corner. So if you want the free version, you can do that. If you want to pay for it and get all the additional features and functions, you can do that as well. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a quick tour of our website and then see how the product actually works. Okay, let's take a look at first our website. So bamboosolutions.com. Down below, we've got our SharePoint Online products or on-premise products. We've also got a list of all of our services offerings, migration team, federal consulting services, and of course your account. And now your account is where you'll be getting your products either for a trial or for for upgrades and new versions once you've purchased. On the products, if you click on this, you can see, let's say, actually we'll go in and see all the products. All the blue products are for SharePoint Online, and you can get a quick little overview of what each of them are by simply reading them, and then go into the product page by clicking on Learn More. The product we're looking at today is Tabify, which is down here. Here's the free version and the regular version. And actually what happens is the free version is the regular version. Just after 30 days, if you haven't purchased, the regular version reverts to the free version, and you can continue to use it. So they're really not 2 separate products. It's more of a freemium model. On the website, you've got all key features, the little webinar, you can see it in action here, and then the pricing. So this product is $2,000 a year. If you're a small business, it's $878 per year on a subscription. And you can learn more about the subscription program here. If you want to access a trial, this try buy button here in the lower left-hand corner will open up what we call our Bamboo Shopper. You can grab the trial right from here, check out, no credit card needed, build your Bamboo account, download the product. During your trial, you have full access to our support team if you want to do configuration, installation, a walkthrough, or what have you, but it's pretty easy to do. We've got all our release notes in here that can show you what we've updated in the product on each of the releases and the like. This is part of our subscription program, so if you come here, you can see our subscription program, and you can see all the different levels, and then you can actually subscribe by clicking on this button, and you can select the Small Business One Web Part Program, 1-year commitment billed monthly or paid up front, checkout, and then you'll get your product that way. So lots of ways to buy, lots of ways to do trials, and we're of course here to help. Okay, so on this SharePoint Modern page, we've actually put Tabify in this zone right here and also down below. So in this top version of Tabify, we've got the People Web Part. We've got a Image Hero web part. We've got our other web part, Calendar Plus, which is one of the Bamboo web parts. We've got YouTube videos and a document library, right? So what you're seeing is really a way for users to organize, or administrators to organize content for their users by using this tabbed interface. rather than having all of these things laid out visually in a long line of different web parts. So this is the underline tab interface. And we actually on this page have two Tabifys. And this one down here, we've got a countdown timer. We've got our recent documents, quick links, and images. And notice the tabs are vertical down the left side to make it look more like quick link navigation. You can also see some animation where we can time how these things fly in from the top, left, bottom, how fast the transition is, and the like. So, what we've got is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different web parts in the space of just 2 sections that allows the users to really absorb a lot of data that they need by clicking on the tabs they want to see. It's pretty straightforward, but it really does something that SharePoint can't do out of the box to make the experience great for your users. Now, let's talk about the setup of this. So the actual product is added to your app catalog, and then it's simply added like any other web part to a page. So you can see in this top zone, I've got the Tabify web part, which is just this black thing right here. And then I've added the people web part, the hero web part. Here's Calendar Plus by Bamboo. Here's my YouTube, and here's my document library. So all of these are in the same zone. Let me get rid of this toolbox, right? So we've got this single zone here, right? And then if I go in and configure, essentially we've got a settings where we can name the tabs whatever we want to name them. And then so people would relate to this people, right? Hero, I've called that images, right? So you can give them friendly names that are appropriate for what it is. Now you can see in here we've got 20 tabs, so you can have up to 20 different tabs. They will wrap. Long strings or names will wrap as well within the tab interface. So we've made it pretty friendly to be able to name them what you want and also utilize the screen real estate. Down here in the style, you can see we've got underline, outline, pills, brick, overline, or block. So these are the tab styles. So we'll go move this to an outline. And then you can choose an animation. You can either have none, fade, a slide horizontal, vertical, or a swing. And then you can specify the animation speed on how fast you want it to change as you click from step tab to tab. Down here on the orientation, you can choose them to be horizontal, which is across the top, or vertical along the side. And then on your text alignment, you can center justified or left justify it. So lots of nice things to make this style look exactly the way you want. Now notice the tab interface took on the colors of my SharePoint theme. You can actually create custom colors for your tabs by simply choosing yes, and then choosing the inactive tab text color, the tab background color, the active text color, and the active tab background color. So these change the colors. We'll kind of make this maybe a little prettier there, and we'll see what we've done. So we've made some changes here to this. Let's go ahead and save them and see what it looks like. We'll republish this. And as easy as that, we've changed the tab styles. We've also changed the tab colors. And we've got this nice green, right? And a different tab style and tab colors. So you can customize them with a picker or using hex codes to make them exactly the way you want it to match the colors that you may have that are unique to your organization. Again, we can run multiple ones. You can put them in a 3-column format and have tabs in each of the columns. And it will, of course, wrap and do all the things it's supposed to do if you've got lots of tabs out there. So that's what Tabify does. Again, we've got a 30-day free trial of it. We'd love for you to try it before you buy it. See if it works for you. It comes with full support. And I think that's all I have to show for today. So nice and quick. Any questions before we wrap things up? You can use the chat or the Q&A, and I'd be happy to answer those. With our license, it is good for your entire tenant. So you can put as many Tabifys on as many pages as you want. Um, and it's not a per user charge. So you can have as many users access it as well. All right. Well, that's all we have for today. We appreciate you all coming. You'll get a follow-up email from me with a recording of this for download. Also publish it within the webinar, but some people have trouble accessing that, so we do provide a link for download as well. And you can share it with your team. My bookings link will be in there as well. So if you want to do a one-on-one with me and your team to go over Tabify or any other products we have in our catalog, be happy to do it. So thank you all and have a great day and enjoy the holiday week next week, this week, and on the 4th. Thank you so much.